Hi everyone. Today I'm going to make some idlis for a lazy brunch because all of us woke up late with the batter that I made in my previous video. I hope you've watched that one. The first thing I'm going to do is take out the batter from the fridge. That's where I stored it last night, and I'm going to take it out and keep it out for a while. I remember reading somewhere, or did I watch a video? I've watched many videos in my lifetime. But well, I remember reading that if you were to make dosas, apparently the dosas will turn out looking white if the batter was cold, and idlis something about the cold batter. So I'm just going to take the batter out, and I'll just show you that this is the amount of batter that I have. I put them into these two containers, airtight plastic containers. I am just going to take one out actually. The other one I'm going to put back. But I wanted to show you how much I have. And they were like up to here when I stored it. It's come down to here. That's normal. I guess some of the air escapes. I'm not sure. But it happens all the time, so it's normal. And remember, this batter doesn't have salt. So we have to add salt now and then let it sit for a while. Okay? So this one goes back. And I'm going to use that container today. So this is a batter, and I'm going to use, first of all, I'm just going to give it a bit of a stir. This is how it looks like the next morning. Still nice and frothy, but might have to add a little bit of water in here, I'm not sure, depending on the consistency. If it's too thick, sometimes when it's out of the fridge, it kind of gets thicker or something, but I'm just going to check it first. Okay, 1 teaspoon, about a teaspoon of salt. My husband always complains that it's lacking in salt for some reason, so I find it's fine. He does. Well, so I'm going to give it a stir, not too much because you need all those air bubbles, so don't stir it too much, just like a cake. After you put the eggs in, you need those bubbles, or the air bubbles. So I'm going to give it a bit of a stir, and if it's like this, it should be okay to make idli. If it's thicker than this, then you need to add a little bit of water. So I'm going to leave this. Okay, I'm not going to waste this batter, so I'm going to wash my hands, because it's your effort you've used to make this batter, so I'm not wasting any of the batter. So I'm going to let this one sit for about half an hour, and then I will come back, or rather I will grease my idli pan. I'll show you how I do that. So this, my friends, is my idli pot. I have a few different types, because this one, the ones I have, they didn't quite meet my requirements, and I was trying out many different types to the dismay of my husband. Well, I kind of like I like anything to do with the kitchen. It kind of makes my day when I get something new. But please don't be like that, because we ought to be minimalistic. So yeah. Well, anyway, so I like this pot in particular because of the dome-shaped lid, because that ensures that this idli in the tray, when it puffs up, I don't have to worry about it touching the lid. That's one. Secondly, that it has three trays, so I can make quite a big batch of idlis at one go. And this idli has 3 trays, okay? 1, 2, and 3. So the next thing that I like about this idli pot, is the fact that the bottom, where you pour the water in, it does not. So the last tray sits here, 1, 2, and 3. So the water you put up to here, so there's quite a lot of water inside, and it doesn't evaporate fast. And secondly, I like the fact that water there's no chance of it actually getting into my trays. So that otherwise, if the water boils and then it goes up and goes onto the trays, then your idli is kind of mushy and kind of ruined. So I am glad that does not happen. And another thing that I like, besides that, I also like these idli trays because the molds are bigger, and that ensures bigger idlis. And that means my husband wouldn't say the ones in the shops are bigger and fluffier and larger and so on. So, that's another reason why I bought this idli idli pot, because the trays had bigger molds. So that's one. And besides that, the molds don't have holes in them. Quite a few idli pots that I've seen, they have tiny holes to ensure proper steaming of the idlis. But that would mean that the batter would sometimes seep through. And although the people in the shops or some videos would say that that doesn't happen, but it does. So I don't want to have to put like a sheet of cheesecloth and so on the top of this. I just prefer something easier. So this way, I just pour my batter. I just have to grease it and pour my batter in. That's it. So I poured some water inside. I just poured the water up to this level. You can go more as well, as long as the water is not too close to the last tray, because if it's close to the last tray, then the chances of the water boiling, as it boils, it'll start to bubble, right? So when that happens, it doesn't go onto the last tray. So just make sure you do that. And I've just greased some of my trays. So this is the last one. This is the last tray. And what I am going to do is, I also greased this one, just to let you know. I basically take any oil and do that. Just put it over the thing so that the idlis come out. Not too much of oil, just so the idlis would, and I would be able to take it out of the mold easily. So I've greased all the trays, and this is the batter. So I'm going to pour them in the mold. If you can see, not too full, otherwise it will like overflow, and then the circles will sort of stick to each other, and don't really like that. They don't look nice and pretty. So, it's so fluffy. Okay. And I've already put the idli pot into the on the flame already. So this is one. I'm going to fill all of them. So now, while this water is warming up, I am going to put. This is the problem when you don't put a little. That's the problem. When you don't put a little mark, you won't know which is the first one, which is the second one. Okay, so the first one has gone in, and this one is the second one. The water is almost, it's heating up. It's quite hot already. So now I'll put this one in. You can even wait for the water to boil and then put this in if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Close it, and we just wait. And what we do is wait now. A little chat while we wait. I just want to speak a little bit about the fact that making these videos initially, because I was learning so much, how to, I'm still learning how to edit. My husband helps me with the editing at the moment, but I've got to take it on as soon as I can. I've learned to use the computer, to upload, to simple things which I didn't know before, very basic stuff. But it's a learning process, and also learning, using Instagram and using all these new things. It's been exciting. So I have sort of, from the time I started the videos to now, I've sort of, not been taking care of myself very well. And I'm sure if you're a woman like me and you're in midlife, I'm sure you know that it is so easy to gain weight, especially those who are perimenopausal or menopausal, or even if you have menopause. The decrease in your estrogen and your progesterone definitely does cause significant changes in some women. Not all, but some. I know some breeze through these periods in their lives. I am not one of those women because I have had struggles with this, and perimenopause was really bad. I had a lot of issues to struggle with, but right now it's a lot better. But I do gain weight very easily. So doing these videos is actually a blessing, because when I make healthy food and so on, it keeps me on the right track. So you guys are helping me as well. Making this exciting change of starting this YouTube video in a way is pushing me to also eat healthy and to look better and to also feel better, to have the energy to do things that I never did before. So yeah, just a little chat with me. So it's been 13 minutes. Just check. Yay! It's done. Okay, that makes me really happy. Now this is a bit hot. Should have prepared this earlier, but doesn't matter. I should just lift it up. That's another thing I like about this tray. It has these little handles here. So look at that, guys. Perfect. Okay, another way I check is I would use a knife and hook it. And if it comes out clean, it's done. It's done, guys. So the first one would always look a lot prettier. It's nice and dry on the top. That's what I like about the first one. And I used to worry about the second and the third tray before because they would be a little mushy on the top. So I would be like, oh, maybe I should steam them a little more. Can you see that? It's a little mushy compared to the first one, but you don't have to worry about it. They would cook in time, even after, you just have to put them out for a while, leave them for a bit, and then all you have to do is take a spoon like this and show you. Put it in like this. Give it a bit of if it's hard, guys. I mean, if it's difficult for you to take it out, just give this part. You could just splash some water onto this side. It will be a lot easier. But I think this one should be easy. Just move it around a little bit. There you go. A nice spongy idli. Oh, this is how they show sometimes, right? I've seen. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Can you see how nice and spongy it is? Okay, so that will be our late brunch today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you would give making idlis a try at home as well. They're nutritious, so why not, right? And well, if you like my videos, give me a like and please do subscribe, please share. Thank you so much, everyone. Here's Shakila Shanmugam signing off. Bye, guys.